this, but I haven't gone into too specific.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm gonna have out there, I mean, it's gonna be pretty basic, and we made this one today too. So that way, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put a table out there,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have an actual check-it stick, and I'm gonna have the check-it stick, bolted on there, and then I'll have this as well. And that's just gonna say, make sure both ends are available. So basically, just kind of telling them I need the picture at the booth by 2 p.m. turned in, and I'll have somebody myself taking down the information. You went live through 7 Day?
Right. We were live.
We are live. No more inappropriate stuff, Brandon.
No more.
We're already live.
Tone it down. Yeah, no. Can you hear me?
Check 1 2.
All
Check
right.
1 2.
Got about 5 people on, so let's go ahead and get started and get going here. All right, I know Brandon's had a long day, so we'll get started. All right, guys, welcome to the show, as we're calling it right now. Just welcome to the show. We thought it was really important to kind of have a little bit of a podcast, a little bit of a informational podcast about this weekend. We have a few things going on this weekend. One of the big one is going to be the Edinburg Outdoor Expo. This is in conjunction with Brandon and the World Birding Center. This is the second annual. As a whole, I want to say it's a fourth annual, something like that. But again, I think the one that counts is with Brandon here. So this will be the second annual. We are going to do something a little different from last year. Last year we had a very good turnout. I want to say somewhere in the realm of 3,000 people out there that came out, that we kind of clocked, that went in and out. And that was the first annual in a sense, with the way Brandon and us kind of, figured it out and then schemed it out. And I think it worked out really well. Obviously, with Brandon and the World Birding Center involved, it did become a little bigger than previous years. And I think we're a little excited this year. I think it just got a little bit more bigger as well, or a little that more bigger. Does that make sense? A little more bigger. But yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about, man. So what we're talking about is the Edinburg Outdoor Expo. This year we added actually, let me go back. So the Edinburg Outdoor Expo, what it is it's a small little expo with not only vendors, food vendors, but we also have a fishing tournament. That's one of the big things that we have there is a fishing tournament. And along with the World Birding Center, they bring in a lot of different entities that, will show you different types of animals. They have animal shows, rock walls, and things of that sort. And that's a very big attractor as well. I know the kids really enjoyed the rock wall. That was a huge, attraction last year. And it just, it overwhelms these kids to go out there and be able to do these climbings. And then not only that, they go around and they're looking at snakes, they're looking at different birds, and it's a really cool event to go out there. It's a quick, hitter type of thing. This year we went ahead and did a 12 to 3. That's what the event is. The fishing tournament is going to start at 8. So we'll go ahead and get started and talking with the fishing tournament and the rules and kind of the stuff going on with that. So the fishing tournament, even though the event is from 12 to 3, the fishing tournament will start at 8 o'clock. That's wet a line. So what a line basically means is that you cannot, throw a line in the water until 8 o'clock in the morning. Once you throw that line, then you can go ahead and fish until 2 o'clock. That is the weigh-in, but you have to be, not weigh-in, but really the picture in. You have to have the picture at the 7-Day Addiction booth. I have to have recorded your name, or somebody at the booth had to have recorded your name by 2 o'clock. Anything after 2 o'clock, guys, just to be fair, we're not going to accept. So just make sure you understand that. And again, this is absolutely free. There is no charge for it. There isn't anything, but you are going to win some pretty cool prizes, at the end of it. When it comes to divisions, there is no divisions. This is a family-friendly thing. We wanted the kids to go out there and enjoy it, and adults. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're an adult or a kid or anything. I mean, fishing's fishing. And the way we're going to kind of record this is going to be by length, okay? So it's going to be by length. So there'll be a table out there with an actual check-it stick. So that check-it stick, it has a little angle. If those of y'all who don't know what a check-it stick is, it has an angle, then it has another part on the bottom that has a measuring tape or the ruler. And so you'll hit up the fish's nose to that angle, and then you'll go ahead and take a picture and I have to make sure and see that it's actually hitting the front, and the tail is actually at the end. You don't have to pinch the tail or anything like that. We're not going to be that specific, but we do want to see a very clear length, and that's what's going to determine the winner. It doesn't matter the species. I know out there is a bass, there is tilapia, there's catfish. It doesn't matter. Whatever the fish is, that's going to be the length that we're going to measure. I will tell you, last year I think catfish were the larger fish. So if you have a specific bait for catfish, I would use that as well. Sure.
What's a good bait for catfish?
I know last year they were using just that stink bait that they sell at what's it called, Academy, little nuggets. The other thing people were using, and again, to kind of make it fair for everybody, was corn. I think corn does work really well as well, and that the people who were catching fish were catching on that. Where can you get these stuff? I don't know, but again,
can you get corn? You don't know.
Yeah, where can you? I don't know where you go get corn. But that is the fishing tournament side. I don't know if I missed anything in regards to rules or anything.
What about prizes? You said there's some cool prizes.
So first prize is going to be a Apollo rod. That is going to be first prize. Second prize and third prize, we haven't decided yet. Okay. So
but there is a rod.
There is a rod in there. So yeah. Now the I guess the animal show, things of that sort. Brandon, you want to take over with that?
Yeah, I appreciate it. And like Fabian mentioned, we appreciate the community for coming on out. Like he mentioned, this is kind of our second year in conjunction with 7 Day Addiction, and we're grateful for our partners. And just working with Fabian and 7 Day, just coming together to make this a better event for the community is what it's been all about. We love our community, and we love the support that they give us. So getting into the expo side of it, like Fabian mentioned, the fishing is going to be from 8 to 2. So if you want to be out there all day fishing, that's awesome. Then we're going to kick off all the fun at about 12 o'clock. So even if fishing is not your thing, the whole point of this is to get our community outdoors, for y'all to realize the importance of, it's a beautiful day right now outside. I know we had some rain come through, but that, nature's everywhere, whether it's in your backyard, it's in your front yard, in the parking lot, you can always enjoy nature somewhere. And getting all the community out here and exposed to this is what it's all about. We're going to have different vendors through 7 Day, whether it's, we got caps, leatherworking, woodworking materials, things of that nature, fishing materials, but there's something for everybody. And then on the kind of our educational zone, our education side of it, we have great partners valley-wide that are coming on out, state parks, TPWD, their boat might be out there from what I had heard. So that's, great, awesome opportunity for the kids to take pictures. Also for y'all fishing, make sure y'all follow those regulations. Yep. Game wardens will be out there, community doing their community outreach, but best believe they will say something if they see something. So make sure y'all get your licenses, do everything. There's still plenty of time, and follow all those regulations. The big hit, like Fabian had mentioned, was the rock wall. That's going to be out there more towards the South Pavilion, as well as our live animal shows. I believe we got Sea Turtle Inc. and Alligator Encounters out there. Nice. Those were big hits. The community, seeing our community. I think my fiance was out there taking out pictures. I was like, where is she? She's there. She's holding an alligator. I was like, all right. No, but Far Birding Center, National Butterfly Center, UTRGV, STC, I will say, is going to be out there doing some hands-on STEM kind of activities. One I think is making like your own recycled paper, looking at all the little organisms in the water under a microscope. And that booth, for whatever reason, is always the biggest hit. So if you go out there and you see them on the South Pavilion with no line, get in line, because there will be a line by the time you come back. And of course, the goal is for y'all, we want y'all to come on out, enjoy, and then not only can you shop, can you learn, but you can eat as well. We're looking to get some food vendors out there. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. We want you to come on down, enjoy it with the family, and then, have a good experience, have a good time, share on Facebook, and win some prizes. We're going to be doing door prizes as well. I know we did tickets, and then sometimes people walk off. So you might just hear on the speaker, if somebody could bring me a shoe or a baby, everything from there. People will run up. They can't throw the baby. No, don't throw the baby. But we'll give you, some tumblers, some cool giveaway hats, things of that nature as well. And then every now and then we throw out some really cool stuff. I know Fabian's vendors also gave out cutting boards, some really nice woodwork as well, that they just said, hey, give it away. Helps promote their brand, helps promote the event. And, we had a great response by the community. And all it is just about growing the partnership and growing our relationship with the community. So, just remember, this Saturday, come on out. We want to see you all here. And if you have any questions, you can call either 7 Day Addiction or the Edinburg World Birding Center, and we'll be happy to help you all out.
Yeah, and with that note, I mean, again, like you said, they're not only going to be, the fishing stuff, it's going to be the educational stuff. But one thing I'm really excited about that we added this year is going to be a Jeep show. So we got together with our RGV. It's STX. I'm sorry, STX Overland. It's a Jeep club here, and actually it's based here in Edinburg. The presidents, I believe, and the main administration is here in Edinburg, and it's a very, very large Jeep club. And you're talking about really cool Jeeps. I mean, not just your basic stuff, that's out there. These guys, and they get together almost on a weekly basis. So it's a religion, these guys have. And, I've seen a couple of the Jeeps just kind of drive around town. They have the sticker that says STX Overland, and there's some really cool stuff to see. So I'm sure these guys are going to deck out their Jeeps, clean them up, and get them out there. And right now, and we're pretty much 95% solidified. I just don't want to say 100% because, I haven't really gotten the pen to paper yet. But we probably are going to have some UTRGV athletes out there doing the judging for the Jeep show. And we're also going to have some prizes for 1st through 5th place. And I don't know if the camera seeing this. So this right here, this is going to be the trophies for the Jeep show. And again, what the duck is, I don't know. I know they give out ducks for, I guess, if you have a cool Jeep. My Jeep's been in the backyard. I haven't been able to run it, so I've never gotten a duck before.
Like a real duck, maybe, huh?
Yeah, I'm hoping I can get a real duck one of these days because that's pretty tasty. But yeah, these are going to be the trophies that we're going to give through 1st through 5th place. And again, those will be judged by hopefully some UTRGV athletes, some coaches. I did talk to a few of them. Again, I'm not going to say any names. I don't want to put them on the spot. But we did talk to several, and they're pretty much in. I think the only thing that might kind of hurt us is going to be that there isn't a UTRGV event and game going on that day, so they might have to divide some time. But for the most part, again, that Jeep show, man, should be pretty cool. I've talked to these guys, and again, they have some really nice stuff. They are going to be parked some under the pavilion themselves, and then we're going to kind of overflow into the parking lot. So you'll be able to get, up close and personal with these Jeeps, and, obviously ask for permission before touching anything. I know these guys get pretty possessive. But, again, that's a really cool thing that we added this year. And we're hoping to add, keep adding year after year, man. But I think this is going to be, obviously being the 2nd annual, it is going to be better than last year's. Just with that show alone, hopefully we can make that an annual thing. I just thought Jeeps kind of goes with the whole outdoor type of stuff. I'm not saying cars aren't cool. I love cars as well. But I think having the Jeeps out there is going to be pretty cool. Hopefully the kids will like it. Jeeps are usually larger, big tires, things of that sort. So it's a little more of an attractor, I think, for kids, man. So we'll see how that goes. Anything you want to add?
What time does everything start again? Sorry. So I know we said fishing starts at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so fishing starts at 8 o'clock, and the actual, I guess, entry for the public is going to be noon and ends at 3. So the actual Jeep judging or the actual trophies are going to be at 2 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and start announcing the winners for the Jeep show. And then around 2:45, closer to 3, we'll go ahead and judge the winners of the fishing tournament. And that way we can go ahead and wrap things up by 3 o'clock. So again, it's gonna, like I said, it's going to be a quick hitter, but I think 3 hours is plenty of time to kind of get people out there and kind of show. And one of the biggest things that Brandon kind of touched on is that, man, we have an amazing park here in Edinburg, man. And it's a very large park. It has a lot of different things that people can come out and enjoy. And I just think people don't know about it, and I think doing this year after year, I'm hoping more and more people kind of say, hey, I didn't know this was here, type of thing. And they go out there and do that. I know that the pond itself is stocked. So go out there, man, fish. And hopefully you kind of, practice the catch and release. Because, again, obviously, we don't have fish kind of coming in here. Like, yeah, they will breed and they will, reproduce. But, again, it's because of the size of the pond, it's not at a faster scale the way it is in larger lakes and stuff. But, again, if you practice that catch and release, you'll definitely have some pretty nice bass and catfish here in the near future. And I know when we do this, the World Birding Center does, stock it. So we do have a lot of smaller fish. We also have some larger fish out there. One thing I told some buddies of mine is, hey, if you ever catch some big bass, man, bring them over and throw them in the lake. I mean, bigger bass hopefully will stay there. And but again, man, I'm not saying they're not good eating. I'm not saying anything like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think if we kind of practice that conservation, it'll be a lot better for us and be able to enjoy that fight of that fish, man.
So I also want to add, I know we had mentioned possibly tentatively, getting some UTRGV athletes out there, and testament to UTRGV, the city's growing. They're part of our city too. So I just challenge everyone. I'll give the little, I guess, Easter egg hint that if you're out there wearing orange, that might just be one of our requirements for one of our on the spot raffles. So if we could just paint that pavilion orange, show the UTRGV that we rally behind them, that the Valley truly does rally for UTRGV. Very appreciative for them taking the time out possibly to come on out here. So again, we just want to show that the community supports them. So be sure to wear orange. Tell all your friends to wear orange and bring something orange if you got to throw it on stage to get a cool prize. So we'll see how that goes.
There you go.
You take your orange out to the baseball game.
Yeah, no, for
right
sure,
when you're
man.
done, you're going out to the baseball game. So it's just a full day of something to do right here in Edinburgh. You don't got to go anywhere else. It's going to be right here in Edinburgh.
Yeah, so just to kind of, summarize everything, you got fishing, you got food, you've got, educational stuff, you got a Jeep show. Other than that, man, we still have some space for some vendors, and I feel real bad right now because I'm looking at the thing I made here, and I missed Mr. Eric Esquivel. I know he's the one that actually had brought some cutting boards, so I need to put his name on there. But we do have some space for you guys. Guys, it's absolutely free for the vendors as well. We're not charging you guys anything. This isn't about making any type of money, guys. Honestly, it's about uniting the community as much as we can. A lot of these, and I would say most of these vendors are local, and if not, they're from the valley. So, I mean, how much local can you get? If you're not from Edinburgh, we'll drive 5 minutes and reach you in McAllen. So it's one of those things where it doesn't matter where you're from in the valley, man. You're more than welcome to come down. If you have any product that you want to sell, that you want to promote, that you want to give away, I mean, again, that's how a lot of times these businesses start, kind of give something away out there, that, people can kind of know who you are. And these shows are the ways to do it. And I think, last year we had a really good crowd, to have anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 people, that's a big deal. That's a lot of traffic going through. And I think this year, honestly, with the Jeep show, with their families, with their friends, and with those people coming in, we're probably going to double that, this year. And hopefully we can get bigger and bigger. But again, vendors, you're more than welcome to come by. Call me, 348-2270. That's the number to the shop. If you want to send us a message on Facebook, I will gladly take your message there and tell you, yes, we're in. Right now we have about 10. So I would say anywhere between 5 and 10 more would be more than enough, for us to kind of fill that little area that we want to fill and, make it a good time, man. So if y'all have any questions, guys, reach out to us, 7 Day Addiction, or reach out to the Edinburgh Parks and Recs and let them know, if you guys are interested in anything that particular day. Other than that, what do you think, man?
I think we're just excited. So, we're doing our part. We just want the community to come on out. We know they will. They always have. They always will. We just want to keep putting good product out there for y'all to enjoy.
Yes, man. And go ahead and just plug it here real quick as well. Right after that, we are going to have a tailgate at UTRGV at the baseball stadium. We're doing that in conjunction with 5x5, Vaquero Outfitters, and G3 Scrap Metal. Us 4 businesses are going to go ahead and get together there. There is going to be a Pan de Campo competition. So again, you have to go through the 7 Day Addiction booth in order for you to enter. You have to give us a sample here at the shop before Friday or Saturday. But I'm joking, guys. But
y'all need judges for that?
Yeah, no joke. So right now I think there's about 9 entries already. So I think that's pretty cool. And 7 Day Addiction will be giving away Vaquero shirts. And I think G3 is going to be doing the same thing. They have koozies. Of course, they have food. 5x5 will be giving their adult beverages. And I think that makes for a pretty good time. You had food, 7 Day Addiction, and a little bit of live, adult beverages. It'll be a good time, man.
Oh, yeah.
Barbecue is definitely going to be going on. Music's definitely going to be going on. All this is going to be before the game. And I think that's going to be a pretty big time, man. So hopefully, you all make it out there to one of the 2 events or both. I think it's going to be a good little Saturday for somebody. And that's pretty much all I got, man.
Any updates, layouts, things like that, please like and share on our Facebook, City of Edinburgh. We'll be happy to see you all down here.
The license, so the license for just fishing in general, the best, not the best, but you have 3 locations here in Edinburgh that I know for sure: Walmart, Academy, and Johnny's True Valley. You can go to any of those 3 locations, and I know for sure they have them. And they do have a 1-day pass, guys. So if you don't want to get the full combo, if the combo's still the same, I don't even remember, it's $69. But I think the 1 day, it's like $8, $9, $12, something like that. So again,
who needs a license?
So anybody that has a pole in their hands. So anybody who's fishing, you need a license. If you're a parent that's taking your kids fishing, you don't need a license. Your kids, anything, I think it's under the age of 17?
17, I believe.
Yeah, so under the age of 17, you don't need a license. But just kind of make sure you're not holding the pole. If you want to throw it for them and give it to the kid, I'm pretty sure Texas Parks and Wildlife's not going to say anything. But if you're out there holding it and trying to catch the fish the entire time, hey, they do have the right to go out there and say, do you have a fishing license? And believe me or not, if you haven't seen Lone Star Law, they are watching you. They are watching you before they go out there and talk to you. So they've already seen what they've seen and what they've seen enough, guys. So again, if you don't have a license, but you do have a child under the age of 17 that wants to participate, take them, man. Don't let the license kind of hold you back. Just make sure they're the ones doing the fishing. Obviously, if you want to help them land it and hold it and help them, of course you can do that. You're the parent. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure that they are the ones doing the fishing. Any other questions, guys? I know I saw 7 comments here. I just don't know what they are. Same guy? Okay, never mind. All right, Annette Felix, kayaks, no. Wish I had still my Jeep. God damn, Victor, no one's asking these questions.
Well, maybe Victor knows about the ducks. What's the deal with the ducks, Victor?
Oh, Victor will come up with some different answer. I don't want to know that.
Never mind. Yeah. Somebody else knows the answer.
So, but no, I mean, we'll probably get that answer there at the show, man. I think it'd be pretty cool. But again, just to kind of wrap up, guys, Saturday 12 to 3 at the Edinburg Municipal Park, and then it starts at 2 over here, I think, till 6 at the UTRGV Baseball Stadium. Guys, come on down. It's going to be a great time, and I appreciate all, like Brandon said, all the support that the community has given us throughout the years. I think it's been really good. I think it's going to be much bigger. Yep. We have, I know for sure, Captain Noe Cruz has said yes. I need to talk to Stan. Stan went last year, and I'm pretty sure he's in as well. I'm not going to, again, hold him to it. And Victor, since he's on here, he's probably going to be out there too. So, yeah, he'll be in there in the kayak and the new kayak that he got. Yeah. But again, yeah, we'll have a few people out there. I'll be driving around. I know Brandon said he'd provide us with a couple of golf carts to be driving back and forth. Guys, if you have any questions, you want to learn how to, hook something, if you how to work a lure, whatever, let us know. Stop us by, stop us, and we'll definitely be more than happy to explain it to you and kind of, teach you a little bit. And obviously, we don't know a whole bunch, but we got some guys that do.
We also have a couple of our angler certified staff out there as well. And again, this is just, again, getting the community out there, getting them, breaking any barriers to getting outdoors, fishing, enjoying the, the beautiful nature that we have down here in South Texas. So we're going to be out there. If you see them on a golf cart, flag them down. They're there to be friendly and to help you all out. If you have no questions too stupid or too dumb, they've heard it all. So trust me, if you see our staff out there, if you have a question, flag them down. We're more than happy to help you all out. And again, like I mentioned earlier, any updates will be on either Facebook, Edinburg WBC, or City of Edinburg Facebook social medias as well.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things, man, I've said it several times, is put that Xbox down and pick up a tackle box. I think that'll definitely, go a long way with these kids and get them outside a little bit more. But again, we'll go ahead and end it there, guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you did any questions, reach out to us. I appreciate y'all. I hope to see you all out there. Come on by. Have a great time. Guys, till next time, we'll see you.